Hello, Inyeong friends. I am going to be showing you how I propagate a Philodendron Micans. Chop it and prop it. I love to share my plants, so that's what I plan to do, and I'll show you the process. And then the other thing too is you may have noticed that since my last video, some of my hair has turned green. So April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and it's not really the teal color that it was supposed to be. Green is actually the color for mental health awareness, which is coming up in like the month of May. So I thought this would be a really timely video, and you know what? It just worked out with my hair, and it's not so bad actually. It's kind of like this mossy green color. I don't mind it. I guess that's it. Hope you enjoy. This is the Philodendron Micans that I picked up today at a local nursery. It has these heart-shaped leaves, which are so perfect for our conversation today around mental health, because taking care of our mental health really takes care of our hearts too. This plant also trails in such a graceful manner, and it will be wonderful in a hanging basket. The underside has this deep maroon, earthy color. It also has this rich, lovely forest green color with just a hint of bronze in it. Here I'm prepping to propagate by cutting the vines. So I think that so often we humans are very much like plants. Sometimes to grow fuller into our own being, we really have to trust the process, and that can be really challenging. So trusting and letting go of our vines, right? And these vines are part of who we are. They are what we know, and so it's really trusting that when I allow myself to let go of this part of who I am, that I am going to come back stronger. So to propagate, I do a one leaf, one node method. If you look closely, you will see there is a tiny little node. So, what lesson can we all take away from Micans? It is this. It is to keep it simple. So you don't need a whole lot to get growing again. You just need a node and a leaf. And you know what? I think you could grow without a leaf too. So talk about really trusting your roots, right? So I like to separate each section first, and then I go back and I trim the extra stem. So for this top, I'll just keep the stem so that it doesn't sink to the bottom of my jar here. I've got a jar full of water. But for the rest of the sections though, I will trim the stem since the roots will not grow from there. We all grow in different ways, at different rates, with different needs. Sometimes we want the sun to come out and it just doesn't. Sometimes we get thirsty, there's not a drop of rain in the sky though. But this is where I think it's important to ask ourselves to be patient, to tend to ourselves, give ourselves time to grow those new roots. And just know that we're all getting there at our own pace. We're all getting there. Look at how velvety that is. It's almost this gorgeous greenish black color. Hi puppy. Hello. So when you get them all cut, you want to make sure that the node is underwater, because this is really what will help the sections here start to get rooted. So I've got my next jar here full of water, and we will continue cutting off the stems, the extra parts of the stems, and then sticking them in water so that they can start to root. So where I live, we have a few nurseries, but really there's only just one that sells these rare species, so the prices tend to be a bit higher. I belong to a local plant swap trade sell group, and what I plan to do is to get these guys rooted, and then I can resell them for way less to other plant lovers, or maybe trade for other plants that are on my wish list. My main goal really is to be able to share plants, whether or not they're rare, at an affordable price. So this guy was about $25, and I think what I'll do is I'll sell the cuttings here once they get rooted for about $2 to $3 a piece. And then I'll use the money to buy another plant, chop it and prop it, and then resell it again and spread the love, and then repeat. So we've been blending in conversations around mental health, and I think this sort of demonstrates self-care and community care in a way. So being surrounded by my many plant friends really nurtures my soul, and I know right away that my nervous system starts to settle when I'm in that space. So I can take a few deep breaths. That's self-care. And then sharing the love with other fellow plant parents, like these cuttings, that's community care. Just recognizing that others like me love these little guys as much as I do helps me feel connected to my community. So then what can I do? I can take what I have and share it with them. When we help lift our community, I believe that we lift ourselves too. So then everybody wins. And I think in a way, isn't that the point of living this very human life, right? So now the jars and the parent plant are ready to go in my little terrarium. I actually picked this up today too from a thrift sale that Nature Reserve was hosting to fundraise for bird banding. I'm so grateful I found this terrarium, and now it shares its home, and hopefully humid home, with my planty friends. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed, and we hope that this video makes you feel very relaxed like Taco does, but most importantly, we hope that you walk away knowing that your mental health is so important. Please do something for yourself today. We'll catch you in the next video. Be well, be kind. Bye everyone. Your little paws are all curled. Yes they are. Yes they are.